on?
Yo, what up, Cuzzo? Can you hear me?
Hey. Yep, echoing a little bit, but I can hear you.
I can't hear
Welcome
Wanda.
back.
You can't hear Wanda.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Try it again.
Say something, Cuzzo. I don't know. We have technical difficulties on our end.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you on.
I can't hear.
Yeah. Just realized I cracked my nail. Kind of upset about that.
Should be all right now.
Welcome back.
But you can't hear her
Welcome
still.
back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to take out your Bluetooth.
Huh?
Ain't that what it was? You hooked up your Bluetooth up?
Yeah. You know what? You can use the other one.
Yeah.
There you go.
We be clubbing.
I can hear.
Good. I guess we all in now.
We all in.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a delay, but it ain't too terribly bad that we can't figure it out in the watch. So here we are. Part 2 of Channel 69.
And it's in fast sale.
With the Family Bloodline.
Yeah.
So before we jump into that, Wanda, how was your day?
It was cool.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, the eye rolls, I don't know.
It was a snow day with no snow. So, I mean, I was in a house with my broke best friends.
Oh, yeah, Jerry.
They didn't go to school today either?
No.
All this that's out here.
They closed it. They closed it for what was supposed to be another snowmageddon, a snowstorm for the ages. And
wow.
What up, Zoe? Thanks for watching.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I've been drinking all day.
Okay. That's one way to deal with it.
Yep. I started with my Irish Bailey's cream hot chocolate with my whip shots for breakfast. And been drinking lemon drop martinis all the rest of the day.
Oh man, yeah, we should have been the alligator.
I know. We messed up. There was a miscommunication on my part. My bad. I love lemon drops.
Hey,
Those are the thing.
They slap.
They do. What are you making them with?
Got some lemon juice, got some simple syrup, some vodka, and that's it.
Okay.
People don't understand how that simple syrup and all that good stuff is.
Yeah, and got some moonshine cherries.
Okay.
So.
Oh no! Wait, moonshine cherries?
Oh yes.
Cherries, the pickles, all that.
Yeah. Oh my God! I like the pickles.
I like to feel like we was like one of the first people who actually go down.
And these are not store bought; these are homemade.
All them homemade.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. So, Dirk, how was your day?
It was pleasant. I thought I was gonna be the only one having to go to work. Ended up being boss called me this morning, 5 o'clock. Like I just stayed home, bro. So it was cool. I got to go back to bed. Like I say, nobody was here to explain this thing. Keep falling on my ear.
Both of y'all.
I got some hands though. But yeah, it was nice day. Nice day.
Okay.
Yeah, only thing I didn't do was go sled.
All right.
I did laundry.
I did shit sled. I ain't none of that. I was at my house all like I was ready to
washed and folded and put away. So yeah.
You did something productive.
So y'all been in the house lounging.
Yep.
Trying
I read. I was reading my book, and
Okay.
yeah,
All
it's been
right.
a pretty chill day.
For sure. I've been uh, at the hospital for the majority of the day with my mom,
Hey,
trying to
bud.
make sure things are going well with her.
Uh huh.
The doctor gave us some medication that she's allergic to, so it sent her into involuntary shakes,
Oh
and it
Lord.
made her um,
Hi.
develop a stutter. So she was having problems talking and moving and all of that. So they had to put her on another round of dialysis to start getting the medication out of her body, filtering all of that
Oh
stuff
Jesus.
out. And it was a day. It was a day. So by the time I left, they were taking her to get an MRI, and that was going to take between 30 minutes to an hour or more. That's only if she was able to sit still, which she can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning I go back up there pretty early and see what's going on from there.
Yeah. Well, we're
And
definitely
that's it.
keeping her in our prayers.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the condensed version because
Yeah.
it's a lot happening. A lot.
Definitely keeping her in our prayers.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So let's I'm gonna be in St. Louis for a minute, family. Be in St. Louis for a minute.
Yay.
We're looking at you right here.
I know. It's right here. So like here go my hand. Because I'm silly. But yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna tell
thing.
y'all in a minute what that just made me think of. Go ahead.
All right. So I messed up and left my iPad at my mama house, locked myself out my mama house, logging over here, left another cord for the speakers. It's
Yeah, it's a slight echo because they're in the same space. So it might be a slight echo tonight, guys.
ah uh so it might be the other mic because I got two mics set up that are running into my Rodecaster mixer. So
Do
that's
we
what
have
it
to
is.
have another mic on or no?
I'll turn my mic down. That way it shouldn't be as much of an echo. No, yours is good. Yours can stay up. I'm a little further. That should have taken care of the problem. Shouldn't be any more echoes.
Yeah, you're good.
Perfect.
Okay. So, what are we talking about tonight, guys?
So we're running down that hill again. Channel 69 with the family bloodline. Here we go.
All
Let's
right, let's get into
back
it.
by popular demand.
Back by popular demand. So, where did we leave off? There was so much going on last conversation.
Yeah, we had Mr. Blue Ball Diamond. He came
Yeah,
through, shared his story with
yeah,
us.
No, it was a lot going on there then.
yeah. We had
That
a
we
lot going
was
on.
throwing
It was a
out
lot to
more
discuss.
ideas. Wish I could go.
It was a lot to discuss.
Yeah,
Um,
so let's hop into it. So I think the last thing we were talking about after Blue Ball Diamond was making sure that we was making sure he was safe and his night ended up well and all that other good stuff. Um, but there was more questions that we needed to get to,
there
right?
was.
I, wait a minute. Before we get going, I got
Okay.
something. When Jig, when Jig came across the screen back in the day, vintage porn. That's when you know it's gonna go down. You'll see a woman laying in the bed, and then you just see a song just come across the screen, just like
Oh my lord.
On what?
uh the man. I don't know if I say
Oh,
name,
good. I
man.
think you got it in backwards. Yeah,
Is it backwards?
yeah. So pull it all the way.
Oh man,
Yeah, pull it all the way back.
got big ass
We
ears.
hope so. We'll see if he's able to hop on.
I don't know, but it's in there
There you
though.
go.
You know, yeah.
He
Diamond
might
coming
make
on.
another appearance. Gotta stay tuned.
Yeah. So Wanda, let's go with the questions. You had some yesterday. What you got? Let's run them out.
Um, I had a few questions yesterday. So, I was like, how long should a session last? How long is too
Ah,
long, or like how long should a sex session last?
that's a good question.
Let's
Because
see.
I think there's a misconception that women need hours on top of hours on top of hours, and it does not take that long to get anything done.
But
And
that's
that's
what the
the
song
song,
say.
right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the actual act of intercourse. I mean, it's the build
All of
up
it.
to is what takes hours and hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of it together. It's not just the actual act.
Okay,
Okay.
And that is a freaking song for crying out loud. So,
it is.
um, how long should it last?
I think you just answered your own question when you said,
No, I mean that's for me. How long do y'all
Oh, for
think?
action. So,
I mean, yeah, for some it's 5 minutes. Some, you know what I'm saying? Cause like you said, how women climax at an hour. You know what I'm saying? Some it might take 15 minutes for some. You know what I'm saying? Just cause they intimate, they get to what they want. So it's like I say, I think you put it in perspective right there.
I'm
Hmm.
trying to go as long as ain't nobody tapping out.
So about, I feel like anything for me, anything over like 45 minutes is overkill. Like if you ain't getting it done in 45 minutes, like if you ain't getting it done in 45 minutes, then you ain't doing it right.
For 2 a day, that's not like a workout.
Right. But
Right.
so we're talking about, I think we're talking about two different things
Okay.
because we're talking about the art of making love versus the art of
Yeah,
jumping and going, smashing and grabbing.
twins
Okay.
downstairs, me
Yeah.
No,
and
I
Mama
said
Bird
I
upstairs. It's
said
a
the act of actual sex. I like how long. Like okay, so once
The
y'all get
physical
started,
interaction.
yes. So once y'all get started, yes, foreplay is very important. So I include that as well. So after the foreplay, how long is the to the actual climax? Like how long do you feel like it should take?
That's tough because it varies by event. Some
Mm-hmm.
days a climax can happen in 2 minutes for people. I've
Mm-hmm.
heard of it happening. Some
Mm-hmm.
days it's that 45 minutes to an hour, hour and a half. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's a snow day, everybody at the house, ain't no kids, and you just taking your time at it. And
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I agree with Zoe.
So I've heard this as well, and I feel like that's a cop out.
Mm-mm,
No,
mm-mm.
I legit feel like that's a cop out. Like, let's say you've been with an individual for a considerable amount of time, and y'all been intimate for this amount of time, and ever so often there's what's that 1 minute man situation. Why aren't you used to it by now? This is the same stuff you've been getting for ever, and but today it's just like
it was the situation. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there playing the PS5, you all in Call of Duty, then just all of a sudden, just some random something pop off. You know what I'm saying? You
so you
weren't
got to be
expecting
mentally
that.
prepared to not
It was
come
it
quick.
was no, it was just an exciting time. It was just you know what I'm saying, like the moment. Like that's what I say is always about the moment because shit can pop off at any moment. Like
So
you ain't always. But you say
consensus, 15 to 30 minutes too long or long or just long enough for average
Ah,
sex.
and it depends on Charlie horses too,
Charlie horse.
because I suck at hydration.
Y'all better
that's
start
on.
eating
I
y'all
about to
damn
say that's
bananas
a
and taking
drunken
y'all
night though.
vitamins
That's
so y'all
usually
Yeah,
won't
that's
have
usually
no
when the
Charlie
Charlie
horse.
hoes kick in.
but if it's the actual physical
Then
act,
you off your 30 minutes because you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
30 minutes.
if it's the physical act, 40. Well, I can agree with 45 minutes to an hour, and it also depends on what you've been doing that day, because if you already anticipating it, like if you're waking up and y'all flirting with each other and you building it up all throughout the day, by
Mm-hmm.
the time you get into bed, you're
Yeah.
already at the moment of where your mind is in the right spot. Uh, things are looser and it's easier to get to where you're trying to be. Yeah, everybody can get you can go to your climax faster. But if it's a spur of the moment, we finna get after it. Then you gotta get everything has to
So everything is lining
line back
up.
up. Yeah, you gotta line it back up.
All right, so this comment brings me to my next question. Are y'all quiet in bed or are y'all like making noises? So like do y'all feed off like if do y'all like y'all partner to be engaged vocally?
Yes.
Yes, that's a very her voice and her friend voice. You know what I'm saying? In unisys. You know what I'm saying?
You having a
That's a beautiful
threesome?
thing.
Who is her friend?
Nah, her girlfriend. She called her girlfriend. That's you know what I'm saying. The booty cat. That's what I'm talking about. Like you,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
I
what
was
Ah,
I'm
thrown off
saying.
for a second too. I was like, wait a
Her,
minute.
what is happening?
We
her
talking
friend,
about
her
something different now.
girlfriend. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
I know a lot of women call her their girlfriend. You know, so
so are
Mm.
most men vocal during sex?
no, might be some heavy breathing or something.
I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed.
I'm.
I'm talking.
You
Oh,
talking?
that.
Are you talking
Oh,
shit or
talking.
are
That
you
is
talking
vocal.
to
That is
her?
vocal.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about moaning and screaming or something like
No, I'm like,
Men
hey,
don't
pull
moan.
your yeah, some heavy grunts.
yeah.
Pull your knees up to your chest. Get your knees up to your chest now.
Okay, so you're a drill sergeant. You telling her what to do. Got it.
Yeah.
I gotta give instruction.
Nobody wants instruction.
Yeah.
Women don't give instructions. We would be in trouble sometimes if y'all gave
Bullshit.
instructions.
Women do give instruction. Y'all just don't listen.
I listen.
No, y'all don't give
I
instructions.
listen.
Y'all
Cause
don't be
that's
listening.
one of the questions, how you want it.
Especially not in the bed. Y'all expect us to know everything.
Yeah, yeah, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't like to be coached. Y'all gonna do what the hell y'all want to do.
No,
No,
that's not always true.
what be the signs? What be the signs?
You be
Don't
like,
be no
whoa,
signs.
slow down, player. Slow
Okay,
down,
okay.
player. Be
Slow
like,
it down.
just like, well, there we go.
But it ain't always like when it comes to that, women don't usually coach. Y'all just throw the hand out to put separation, push us up off a little
No, it's
bit.
not even about that. Okay, so when we doing that, that mean like, hey, you hitting some shit you ain't supposed to be hitting. When the hand go up, that means stop. Like legit, like stop, nigga. That hurt.
Yeah,
Nobody's doing it because it feels good.
that'd be a crusher.
That hurts. Just chill out. Let me reposition
Yeah, I'd
so
be
we can get back
zoned.
to it.
I'll be in a zone, and then I get that damn kickstand that stop like,
Yeah, that
oh
means we got to
no,
reposition because you didn't hit some shit you
yeah.
ain't supposed to be hitting. You got to reposition. You got to reestablish what's going on there. So
Yeah, but I take coaching like because one of my things is I like to make sure she's enjoying it all. So I might be saying a lot of stuff, but I'm really listening to what her body is saying. If I feel like she's trying to maneuver a different way, well then I'm going to slow myself down and go to where she's trying to be, so she can get what she need out of it also.
absolutely, like, well, if you get there at the same time, yeah, that's normally, you know, that's a
We
good thing
usually
at
get
the
a
same
nail
time.
in the
But
neck or something.
sometimes y'all make it before we do, and
That's why it's an all day process because we like I make sure that she's in a mental space and comfortable and ready to go just as much as I am, and I'm picking up cues to figure out where she needs to be, and if she ain't all the way there yet, well then I got to turn the game on. Got to make sure I do some flirting, a little extra flirting, some pet, a little extra pets, walk by her, uh, make sure I touch her or give her a quick kiss on the neck or something like that. Just
mm-hmm,
walk by, give her a quick look. Enjoy the day because I take a whole. To me, it's a whole day event.
mm-hmm.
Personally, it's not just. Now, don't get me wrong, because I absolutely enjoy a good quickie. There's nothing better. But for me, it's an all day event, and that's what I enjoy. Just saying something to her about her body. Letting her know how sexy she is right now, and I can't wait to get her back. Matter of fact, let's not wait. Let's go in this closet or something.
People be claustrophobic. Can't be going in closets and
But
whatnot.
then I don't care about people watching. I'm good with that.
Be like, I
I'm
can't
very.
breathe, and you think you killing it. Like I can't breathe. I'm about to die. You
But the
literally
main thing
killing her.
is making sure she comfortable and I'm not doing something that's gonna hurt her. If I feel like it's painful for her, it throws me off my game and I gotta stop.
So was there ever a time when either of y'all just came and it surprised you? Like, oh shit, I was not expecting it to happen.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And I was
And
like, wait,
And
whoa.
what did you do to rebound?
turn right back around. You know what I'm saying? We regroup quicker than well. Like, we can regroup. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go get
but
a
you gotta
bottle of water,
take your own
Yeah, I was about to
time.
say, go to the bathroom, go get something.
stretch it
Like,
out a little
do you
bit.
apologize? Do you what did you do?
Nah, that's why you gotta bounce back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, hey, boom, you boss in, kick the door open. You know what I'm saying? And round two. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
There's no apologies. You got the first round. Let me. You got me. You got me.
Right, we down 1-0 now. We gotta turn it up.
We got to
Got
even these odds out. Like this, I'm gonna win
got
sooner
it.
or later. I'm gonna win. So
Got it. That is crazy. Yeah, like it'd be like it's kind of okay. So it's two sides to that. So it's on my end. I feel like it's a little disappointing, but at the same time, I'm patting myself on the back, like, girl, you did it again. you know, like
about to say, how is that disappointing for y'all? If you putting it down and you can put the monkey grip on him and
because
he's
sometimes you
like,
want to
whoa,
fight.
whoa.
Sometimes you want to fight back. Like when I know I'm putting it down, and I know I'm like, hey, you better catch up, or you gonna lose.
Hey,
Right there, that's the part. You done took so much off his mind. Like he not even thinking about going out to the strip club no more. He ain't thinking about going to kick it with his homeboy. He ain't thinking about nothing but the sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Because he
And what he
can't.
can do for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Them
Man,
spur of the moments, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now I've been in a relationship where the sex was trash and ruined. I was out. I was done with the relationship
what?
because yes, because I'm not putting up with her bullshit. I'm not putting up with no extra duties. I ain't doing nothing because if there's no reward for what I'm doing, at the end of the day, there's no point in me being. I'm not benefiting from this.
was it bad sex or you weren't getting what you wanted?
That's
It was
another
bad.
thing.
It was like starfish.
Like I
Like
feel like because I never really hear dudes be like, "Oh, that was the worst sexual experience ever." Like I
Well,
never
you
hear
need to
about
go to
dudes ever
barbershop,
say.
hello?
Like I never heard dudes say that they had bad coochie. Like, is that even a such thing?
Yeah. Like, like when we talk about like dry, like we talk about like dry, like it hurts, like it's friction. You know what I'm saying? As
ah,
opposed to,
But like, how
look,
does that even happen? Like, how do you even?
I don't know. We don't know. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm ready for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Why not you? Is this something I'm doing or something going on with
All right,
you?
because I mean,
So
if she's into you, she's definitely not gonna be dry. I'm just
that's
that's
not
not
true.
true. Yeah, it
I
shouldn't be.
think
It
that's
shouldn't be.
that's all the way true.
It's look,
If a woman is into you, you wanna already gonna
yeah,
be
you
bad.
run
You
up,
wanna say, hi, you know what I'm saying?
but I had an experience to where shit was like sandpaper.
Let's talk about it. How does that
Okay,
happen?
Yeah, that's friction.
it was friction and it was not okay. So the jump off was happening. Me and old girl, we flirting with each other, and we make a decision. Yeah, we gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we starting to get after it, and the penetration is happening. And I'm like, wait, hold up, are you okay? Yeah, like I'm not getting the response that I'm needing down here, and
I don't
this
mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Right. His spider sense is going off like something
Yeah.
wrong.
And I'm like, you okay? You need some lube or what's going on? And she didn't cry or break down crying, but she kind of like was like, well, I got a medical condition, and my doctor told me that I can take pills or whatever, but like I didn't get the pills, so I don't naturally get wet. And I was like, oh, where the lotion? Where the Vaseline? Because I can't perform like this. That hurts too much.
Ugh.
It hurts way too much. And it was bad. So yes, there is a such thing as bad sex. Absolutely. And it wasn't anything that I did. It was her.
It is never y'all fault. It's always her, ain't it?
Oh look, I'm not calling myself Don Juan de Casanova.
I'd rather you call a minute man to deal with that friction. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. So we tried for a bit. It ain't work out, and I tried a couple times, and it was the same result. And I was like, nah, I'm not saying that you're a trash ass person, but the
Well,
cat ain't what it's supposed to be.
at least you tried, I guess.
Yeah. So that was my first experience with.
She should have had a doctor. You asked for a doctor's statement. I would have asked for a doctor's note. That's understandable. I would ask for a doctor's statement.
You was asking for what?
She needed a doctor's statement or something.
Well,
I would ask for that.
so I know it wasn't me because I had a partner that was like, "Hey, you mind if I holler old girl?" And I'm like, "Nah,
Boy,
go do you and live big."
I just called. Uh-oh.
So go do you and live big. I'm actually have to call in a second. And dude came back and was like, "JG, what happened? Well, how was your experience?" And I was like,
You was supposed to grab him by the collar before he left and looked at me in the eyes and be like, hey, bro, you going to home, you know what I'm saying?
"Hey," he was like, "How I work out with you?" And I was like, He was like, "Okay, it wasn't just me." And I was like, "It wasn't."
You should have said, yeah.
But let me hop out for a quick second. I got to call Granny back, check on my
Oh,
mama because she probably asking me about my mama. But I'll be right back.
all right. Okay. So I just dropped the link in the comments. So if y'all want to get on and talk about anything or express about your experience sexually, we love to hear about it. Um, what else is it? I had another question. I can't think about what it was.
Oh, you had a
Shoot.
couple of them. I wrote them down.
Yeah, I had a few questions.
Like, questions. I don't think we did that. And a conversation about with your kids.
Huh? You have absolutely muted. You have no. I can't hear you at all.
I ain't heard nothing.
I can hear you now. Nope. Nope.
You heard 'em?
I can hear you now. Wait, kind of. Wait, say something.
Hey, Tom,
There you go.
let me
I
get
can hear
close.
you. Yeah, I can hear
I'll
you
put
now.
the mic a little closer if I need to.
Okay, there you go. So what you say?
With your parents, walk in on your parents.
Um, have y'all ever caught your parents having sex?
No, no. Well, I posed that question, but that one, what I was talking about, you couldn't hear me at the time. I was talking about since we never had that conversation with my parents.
Oh yeah.
What age? What is the appropriate age?
Yeah, what is the appropriate age to have the sex talk with your kids?
Proper age. What up,
When do
Diggs?
you think you should start talking to your kids about sex? I mean, because we all already discussed, like none of us had a real talk about sex with our parents.
I would
So
say you
when,
really
like,
start
what
about
age do y'all feel like it should be appropriate to have a
Where your phone at,
conversation with your
girl?
kids about sex? And do y'all plan to have that talk with y'all kids?
middle school.
Middle
13,
school.
14. Yeah, that's when them little managed kids. That's when I was managed.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, because
middle
y'all know
school.
already in health, they explain the body parts and what a menstrual cycle is and what an erection is and wet dreams and all of that. So I think middle school
Just speak
age
on
would
it.
be pretty appropriate.
So I think I agree with middle school.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep. What do y'all think in the comments? What age are y'all talking to y'all kids about doing the do and the importance of safe sex and all of that? Because I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
my dad, like my mom's to this day, probably she never asked me if I was having sex. I was just like, one day I was just like, Mom, I'm going to get birth control. And she like, what you need that for? I'm like, well, I don't want to get pregnant. And then my dad was like, he was taking me to work one night, and he was just like, I was on the phone with my boyfriend at the time, and he just straight up asked me, he was like, um, you having sex? I said, huh?
They know. I
I was like,
told you.
huh? And I was like, so I was talking to my boyfriend, who was the only person I was with at the time. I like asked him, so I gave my dad the phone, and he asked my boyfriend, and
That was dirty.
I know, right? I know, but he told him the truth. He like, yeah, I'm smashing your daughter. I'm sure he didn't say it like that, but
I bet not. He's probably anyway.
he told him the truth. He told him, yeah, that
That's
we
what's
was
up.
doing it, and he asked, were we being responsible? And I was like, yeah, most of the time.
Okay.
And he was like, I was just wondering, and I was like, oh God,
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think they know. Like I say, my dude just got to call me mannish ass little dude out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where is this coming from? You know what
like,
I'm
why are
saying?
you saying this to me?
But at the time, I was in the neighborhood, at my school. You know what I'm saying? I was just a heathen.
Lord, you were just out here filling on all the booties.
You know what I'm saying? Being a young man, experiencing the world, trying to see. You know what I'm saying? It was their fault from the garage talks and all that, them rides
Oh
to.
Lord, now
You know
you
what I'm saying?
blaming
So I
other
blame
people.
them.
Now you blaming other people.
I can't accept my. I can't
Right,
accept this
it's
yet.
your fault.
But it was strange. It was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, like we never really had to talk or anything like that. But I mean, they knew. I guess I told, like I said, I told my mom like I'm going to get birth control, and then my dad was like, he asked, and I was like, mm, like, is he finna kick me out this car? Am I gonna make it to work? Like,
No,
like,
because
well, we got.
that was one of the things they let me bring my guest in.
Let's bring out. What up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe? That was one of the things. Like I say, because they know it was that conversation they had with you. Uh,
It
everything
wasn't
you
even a real
doing.
conversation. It was just a question.
No, I'm just saying, but everything that conversation they had with us, that's the only conversation I had with my parents. Everything you think you doing, I done already done it.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time,
But they have. That was the resume to everything. You couldn't get
I
away with
guess,
nothing.
man, that's crazy. What's going on, Zoe? What you want to talk
What up,
about?
Zoe?
What's going on, family? The Family Bloodline. We live in
Nothing much.
effect.
How are you?
What
Oh
up, bro?
goodness. Let brotherly love continue. That's the message for the day.
Come on with
Mm.
it.
I had a beautiful day today, and I could
Mm.
not wait for this conversation to continue. I kept asking, aka Blue Diamond, like what happened, because he's like, did you see what happened? And I was like, I thought I did. You know how I'm like, periodically showing the internet, as they say, the family bloodline is the way to go for everything family related. And
Yeah.
Correct, correct.
then Blue Diamond was like, "You didn't see what happened?" And I was like, "Nah, I didn't." You know, I don't know how I missed it. I must have been cracking up so hard that I totally
You
missed
see, my
that part.
man was laughing. We had to mute himself last week. Oh,
Yeah.
I probably will always remember that situation for the rest of my life. It was that
Hey, that's what's
impactful.
up. That's what's
Like,
up.
to all the bloodliners out there, you don't want to miss a beat. You know, you really don't. This is like this is must see internet. I don't know if that's a new thing. You know, there's must see TV. This is must see
and we're gonna
internet.
create a slogan for that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna create a slogan for that.
You got a question or a story you want to share about our subject tonight?
Yeah, you know, like it's so funny because it's, you know, we're I gotta make a confession. I'm in the process
You was
of
a managed ass little boy. Come on, join the community. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start.
no,
Well,
I mean, I got all kinds of stories. Let's just, all right, you know, all right. I'll throw down a story. You know, I wanted to throw a little PG situation, but we're gonna go
Okay.
rated R.
I mean, do
Those
what
were
you
going
do.
rated R
Do
tonight.
whatever you feel
what it's
comfortable with.
about.
Yeah, we're
Channel
gonna keep
69.
it. The kids are asleep. The wifey, you know, she's waiting for me. But we're gonna keep it rated
Oh,
R.
that's
Keep it
what's
interesting.
up.
Yeah, this moment is brought to you by Codex. I don't know what people use out there. Is it Codex or is it
What's up?
Trojan? I don't know. You guys be the judge. But
I'm
we're gonna.
married. I don't use that
I'm
stuff.
married, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you know, I so you got to use contraception somehow, some way. And last time around, I actually tagged them, and I was like, "Yo, be responsible in this age of WAP
Yeah,
season."
you gotta be responsible, but yeah, all of
And
us are
especially
either in committed relationships or fixed, so we don't have to worry about that.
yes, and for the
Yeah.
1 minute killers out there, definitely use protection because that'll save you a little bit of time. You know, that's a free 99 statement right there for all the
There you
people that
go.
they're getting in it to win
Absolutely.
it. But let's bring it back to the story one time in the
Okay.
Chicagoland area. Once
I'm
upon
here
a
for it.
time, I used to be like me and my friend came up with this thing called creeping. We used to be creepers, you know. We used to just lounge and just wait till the girls come through, and it was like the Serengeti at the bar, you know. I was just like,
Oh,
let's just creep, let's just keep it on the low, and then once the night, you know, starts sparkling, that's when you move in, you know, like a Serengeti lion. That's how I roll. I ain't moving until I see all the spectrum. So this is
Let me
around like,
write this shit. Damn.
yeah, that's the way to go. And you gotta go for the hottest chick. You gotta go for the girl that's out of your league. You gotta go alpha mode. You know,
Okay.
there was times where I was catching grenade launchers and landmines. You know, that's practice. But
Like,
you know, all due respect, this we're keeping it rated R. This is Big Zoe talking right now. This is not.
okay, Big
This is
Zoe.
the alias, the Big Zoe. And the way I used to roll in, I used to roll with cash money. You know, cash money is king all day. So I used to just once I saw the scene, I just creeped on the low, give the bartender $100 for the night, and then that was it for never waiting in line for my drinks, ever. And then the girls noticed. They'd be peeping the shoes. Shout out to the guys that keep nice shoes on. Shout out to the guys that keep a nice little bling bling. It could be a Casio. It don't matter. It have to be a Rolly, but just keep it nice and shiny. You know what I mean? Because after the night,
We like shiny stuff.
you know what I mean. Like I'm peacocking, right? I'm coming in there and like, you know, yeah, you gotta move with confidence and
that's what they love.
LL Cool J. I gotta give it up to LL Cool J. I used to lick my lips all day. I was like,
yes,
I was like, so
yes.
you know, and that worked, and then here's another quick story. The way I fell in love with my wife was love at first sight. You know, I had been struggling, you know, striking out, and you know, at the time I was just like, man, when am I gonna meet the one? I always told God, you know, I was like, God, don't leave me out here that long. You know what I mean? Save me, you know, from this heathen ways. And he did. He really listened to me, you know, because when Vivi came through, that's my wife, bro, I was like, that's the one.
Right. And you was at the height of being a heathen.
I was like, finally.
Yes. Right.
Finally. So this is what I did. I was like, I just went on alpha status mode.
Mm-hmm.
I went up to her and I was like, I whispered into her ear. I was like, if I have a baby with you, he ain't never gonna be bald. And that's what I said to her. And she was like, whoa. And I took a big whiff of her hair. I was like, do you smell what the Rock is cooking kind of deal? And it worked, fam. Like after that, she was creeped out. She was with her friend. She wasn't even wearing nothing special. She was just like, I can't believe you fell in love with me when I was wearing no makeup. I wasn't wearing no heels or nothing. But I think it was like something in the mystics, you know, somewhere out there. It was like God was saying, I'm gonna find a nice little thing for Zoe. And I'm 10 years older than her. So like I was basically robbing the cradle at the time. I was about to be 29 and she was 19. She wasn't supposed to be at the bar, nothing. So it was like I was like, okay. So after that move, after the whole smelling and like telling her that line, I was like, give me your phone. And this is another free 99 move for all the young players out there that trying to be somebody in life.
Don't give the game, so
you got to because this I could write a book about this. You know, Twitch was like a big person to me when I was growing up. I was like, you gotta be like Twitch. What's the Will Smith movie? You know what I'm talking about? Where like where like you're dancing and you're just right here. That's a true story. You know, you gotta keep it right here. Don't do anything like, you know, like don't do none of that. Just keep it 10 and 2 in the hips. But going back, I grabbed her phone, I put my number on there, I hit send, and I was already kind of, you know, I was feeling it. At the time, my drink was Vegas Bombs, which is Crown Royal with some Red Bull, and it tastes just like candy. That's why the Big Zo was a character at the bar. The bartenders knew when I came through, it was gonna be a party. I put $100 on the bartender. And I put $50 on the jukebox. If anybody plays something I don't like, I went in there and put another $20 bill and I canceled their music. You know, I took over and then I kind of settled in. And so going back to that situation, at the time I was with like some girlfriends. So the girlfriends didn't like that I was like attention on young Vivi, you know, the young spectrum, you know, the young phenom, the number one draft pick. You feel me? Because everybody else is kind of like, we seen that, we play with that. No, I was all about like the one. Like always after, like if dudes were after a chick and I knew that dude was there with that chick, I'd never touch that chick. I don't want to hear it because eventually a dude is gonna be like, oh yeah, I smashed that homie. Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, all right. I hated that with a passion. And I always told my boys, I was like, don't ever let me catch you trying to, you know, come in where I, you know, alpha status, line of the Serengeti, you know.
Call it sloppy seconds.
Yeah, I don't, or Eskimo Brothers. I do not play that. That's a new one. You guys never heard of that one?
Okay.
Well, an Eskimo brother is basically, oh man, that's real dirty. I don't even want to know if I'm comfortable saying that. Jesus is watching.
You just said it.
It's basically, you know, when it's like one dude comes in, he leaves his little ice cream, and then another dude comes in, and that's another ice cream situation.
Oh, okay.
Eskimo Brothers. And there was dudes out there that like, yeah, bro, we Eskimo Brothers. I was like, move that way. You know what I mean? I do not, because the word gets around. Here's another, and probably the last thing that I have for everybody out there. Make sure you take care of your name. Make sure you never kiss and tell. Because if you want that number one draft pick, that number one draft pick wants to get dirty sometimes, and she does not want her name to be passed around. That's something that I learned.
That was that gang right there. Don't get into it.
My mama taught me that one, and I got to give it up to her because I ended up winning. I mean, I feel like I'm almost 10 years in the game, married to Vivi, and I still love her like no other.
We went to get there.
We went through cancer. I went through cancer, and then she went through a situation with like her ovaries. I probably shouldn't say this stuff, but you know, we went through a real struggle emotionally, you know, speaking. So if I think it's more important to pick the right woman than even your school, your house, or your career. The other day I was reading in the Bible, and I can't quote exactly, but even God was like, look, to be married with the wrong person, you might as well go in the desert and bury your head in it. And That's something that's so key. Uh, the whole sex stuff is kind of like it's a crown to the relationship. You know, it's a glorious gift. A woman is the crown of your household. I always said that. My woman manages a lot of things. My passwords, she manages all my passwords because Manny knows I suck at passwords. Like even my computer be remembering, I'm like, no, that's not. I don't know if that's the one. You know, so I feel like going back to the time that we're living in and where like people just be swiping left and right. Oh my God, you're missing out. You're missing out so much because there's nothing like that chemistry and you meet eye to eye and you're just kind of
Yes,
like,
yes.
how you doing? And if she may not reciprocate, but it's okay to keep working at it, be persistent. Because as soon as you get it as a man, you're like, oh man, that's kind of like a letdown. You're kind of like, man, that was way too easy. And we like game. We
Like
love
I
the
say,
game. We love the game.
predators.
Like Jordan, we got game. He got game. And girls know, women know if you got game or not. So
You
shout
got
out to
that.
LL Cool J and licking lips, and shout out to being a king creeper. Because that's what we called ourselves. Be like, only the king creeps know how to really get the one. And I mean, thank God I retired at 30. I even told all my friends, I was like, guys, I'm getting married, and they're like, why? So I was like, even Jordan had to retire at the top. You know what I mean? And it feels wonderful, guys. Yes,
Yeah.
there will be times where you just can't stand someone. You're just like, how in the world did this happen to me? But be patient and be forgiving, because patience and love and it goes hand in hand.
I love it.
She
I
saved
am
my
here
life in
for
more
it.
ways than one. I actually cooked for the first time in a long time for her. I got yelled at because I went to the store and I bought some wagyu. I don't know what the hell that was. I
Oh,
was just like,
that's expensive, boy. You got some. I'm about to say, you got. Hey,
oh,
hey,
but
you
look,
invite me over, man. Invite me over for dinner.
That's-
You be doing it like that.
look,
I
bro,
hate it.
I don't know none of that. I just heard one time on Instagram or Facebook about this meat, this majestic meat, right? And when
Yeah.
I saw it, I've been to all kinds of restaurants. I never seen it live. So I told the lady, and I was like, "Yo, is this what I think it is?" And she's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Do you guys have any more?" And she's like, "Nope." When is the last time? When is the next time you're gonna get it? She's like, "Next month." And I was like, "You mean to tell me 3 pieces of meat are mine?" She's like, "Yup." But how much is it? And I was like, "Oh my goodness." So I was like, I'm probably gonna get something out of this. And I scratched the numbers, y'all, off the meat. I was like, do me a favor and scratch the prices on that. Biggie Zoe likes to do it real big. And so I bought the meat, I brought it home, and I was doing the Italian thing. I was like, even though I'm not the greatest chef, Manny inspired me to be a chef. And James is a big chef too.
Yep.
So I was like, you can't call yourself a man if you can't cook. I heard it from around the way. And I was like, man, I cannot do this to myself anymore. So I gotta start from the very top.
Butter and jelly.
So this steak was like Manny was like, let me see the marble. And I was like, what, bro? This ain't no rock. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. So he was talking about the fat and fatty tissue. Yeah. And he's like, all right, Zoe, I actually made a call. And I was like, yo, Manny, so what do I do with this? He's like, keep it basic, keep it fundamentals, garlic, pepper, and some rosemary and some butter. And you gotta like do its thing. And I prepared this meat, potatoes, corn on the cob, salad, and some Italian French bread. Man, I felt like a good fella. I was just like, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this more often. My wife looked at me like, boy, you go one time to the store in 10 years.
Yo, first you had one job.
You have one shot, and right now we're trying to bring a new baby into the family. So my girl's like on save mode. Like, I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. I even stopped smoking, y'all. Like right now, this is sober Zoe. I've never been this sober in my life. Like, because I stopped drinking 4 years ago, and now I stopped smoking. And so I started like filling in the gaps, because I do smoke the herb like Snoop Dogg. I probably could have smoked Snoop Dogg, no doubt about it, one day. Well, not anymore, because the more time progresses, the more you're like, oh man, but there's nothing more creative to me than just smoking a little doobie. I don't know if anybody's listening, but you know, I'm a cancer survivor, so this is medicine for me. So just making sure that everybody knows that, not to abuse anything. But I'm going through this process of becoming a mature young man, and my dad's passing the torch. He's gonna be retiring soon. And it's a really beautiful thing to be a man, like, you know, like to be a leader, to be a provider. Even though sometimes we are broke, sometimes let's not fake the funk. I am not rich. I'm just a hard worker. I'll be getting up early, and everything that I do is for the family. But in this case scenario, she's like, okay, don't bring this meat next time. You just keep it New York strip, keep it commercial. But because if you don't know what to do with the meat, you kind of like you're messing it up. Thank goodness Manny gave me the tricks of the trade, and I did not overburn it, overcook it. It was medium well. It was super juicy. My dad fell asleep like within 15 minutes, and that was priceless because I did that for him too. You gotta give people its roses right now. Oh snap! I digress, family. Yes.
Right on.
So that was my little story.
Appreciate you being a man. You're a huge supporter. Everything any one of us posts, you repost it.
So true.
I'm a big fan of you guys. I'm a big fan of what you guys are doing. James posted something right now that like there's a trend that everybody was doing podcasts, but the real podcast was rise to the top. Shout out to Don Gustavo Mezcal. Don Gustavo Mezcal is in the works of working something with the Family Bloodline. I'm working on getting these bottles for the music videos that we're going to be doing pretty soon with Manny Lugo. Manny Lugo, guys, if you guys don't know, he's dropping some heat February 9th. It's the ECAS Music Group, and ECAS the producer. I got to give a shout out to him and his music and his whole paradigm. So with that being said, guys, this is So Musical, and the Family Bloodline is super lit.
Thank you.
Right on, bro.
Love you, dog.
Love you guys. Blessings.
Peace.
So we talked about like bad coochie. So when a girl is getting ready to give y'all head.
Oh yeah, I want to hear this for sure. Because I've heard some stories. But go ahead, because my bad. I didn't even mean to cut you off.
Y'all head, like get do the sloppy top and get down with it. And it's not what you think it should be. What do y'all do?
Say it again. The sloppy toppy ain't what it's supposed to be?
Yes, when it's not sloppy in the way it's supposed to toppy. What is going on? Like,
so you want to talk or you want me to talk?
I mean,
I can talk. No.
Like, is Bobby still there? Like, cause he can talk too.
Good left. I love wet topping.
Okay.
Sloppy toppy. That shit a mess.
Okay.
That shit
a whole ass mess.
Explain.
If you talk about some extra stuff, that's all it is.
We still push it back a little bit because you're echoing a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Sloppy toppy is it's extra. It's too much. It's no enjoyment. For me, it's not enjoyable. Sloppy toppy is the spit, the slob, the foam, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not enjoyable for you.
It's the shit we see in movies.
Nah.
Yeah.
On pornos.
Yeah.
I like wet toppy. I'm like, why is my whole kneecap wet? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's one area right here you focusing on, and you all, it's a mess. It's a mess.
So you don't want to sleep in a wet spot, basically, is what you're saying.
No.
I agree with that. Like, I don't need the superhead experience. Like, I don't need it to be Cherokee the ass or Pinky.
Go back a little bit, Fat.
Yeah. Or Janet the Jack. I mean, I don't need all that.
You know, celebrities.
These are celebrities. I'm just throwing my knowledge base out there because I've watched all the movies. But it needs to be good. I don't, like Dirk was saying, you ain't got to catch it.
What makes good head?
Oh,
wet, warm.
Yeah.
Look at me in my eyes.
So you like to be looked at? Because I
I
know some
like to
guys
be
that don't
looked
like to
at.
be looked at.
Cause I'm looking at you like, girl, you're doing your thing. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at you. So you know what I'm saying? And where, like where I said earlier, I don't like to be vocal in sex with oral. I think I'm more vocal. I'm like right there. Yeah, I like
Facts.
that. Do that.
Like,
Ooh, right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more vocal in that aspect as a
I'm trying to see you deep through. I dare you deep through. Let's see how much you can take.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so on the female end, we hate like don't chew on us. We don't like
Chew?
Yes, we don't like nibbling on the clit and the lip. We don't like that. We
Like
don't
with teeth?
like Yes.
Dudes do that?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
that's abuse.
they need to
Very
take a
much
class.
so just so y'all know, nibbling is abuse. Okay? It's been said here on the Family Bloodline. It's abuse. We don't like it.
How do men? It's crazy. How do men
We
chew
don't like the
when
cat
we don't
licking.
like teeth?
We don't like those little cats licking out of milk bowls. We don't like that. We don't like that. We want you to
Yes,
get intimate, get
yeah.
to
As a
know
male,
her.
I don't think we
I
like
want
teeth.
you to kiss her like you kiss me. You know what I'm saying? I
Gotcha.
don't want
Yeah.
like I and if you scared to go down there, just don't do it because you ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like I want to. Your
Yeah.
face you need to look like a whole glazed donut when you come back up and look at me. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
Jesus jumped
No,
up.
I got too much mustache.
I mean, hey, and it's good for your mustache too. It's all vitamin E down there. Get you some.
I do my best to. I'll be trying to. I get in it.
Thank you. It is so crazy. It's freaking insane.
That's why we ain't
Thank
understand it
you.
over here. We both,
Thank
I don't know if
you.
y'all seen me and Jig. We looked at each other. We didn't
Yeah.
understand that because, like I say, men, we don't like teeth. When we getting
Now,
old, we don't like
I ain't
teeth.
gonna say that y'all don't like teeth because I came across the dude like just bite the tip a little bit.
Word though. I just gonna put that out there. It's just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? This dirt.
Don't bite.
Nah, please don't.
I wouldn't enjoy being big. We are
No,
just as
don't
sensitive.
like, and I just feel like
as
you
y'all
need to
are.
be an adult. If you gonna eat the coochie, be an adult about it. Don't be going down there acting like you scared. She ain't gonna bite you.
I go down with confidence.
Communication.
I mean,
That's when
don't
you
be going
grab.
down there like you scared.
Okay, so I got a question for you, Wanda.
Yep.
So like you saying right there, if he go down there and he don't know what he doing, would you grab his head and put him where he
Absolutely.
need to be and tell him what he need to do?
Absolutely. If not, I'm
So
like,
y'all
just
give
move.
instruction too.
I'm like, if you don't want to do this, move. Like I'll get it straight. Like for me, because I'm a giver. Okay, that's what I do.
But it's
And
women
if
that
I
don't
feel like
like their
it's not
head
being
being touched.
reciprocated, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm like, bro, just get up, just leave. Like, just stop.
Mm.
I'm gonna have a whole attitude, and then I'm gonna talk about you bad.
That part. Again, gents, don't be that guy.
I will talk about you bad, like, bro. I'm like, he down there, like, he don't know his ABCs. I'm like, dude. I mean, it's simple. I'm like, lick your ABCs. We can figure this out. Just spell your name. Let's start there.
But it's not simple for us trying to figure it out.
I mean, literally. I wish I had a diagram. Okay.
But just because they down there
And
and
don't overstimulate the clitoris. Oh my God, there are other parts you can lick and kiss. Do not overstimulate her because that don't feel good after a while either. Like
I can
move
see
it
that.
around.
I'm an explorer. I need to touch, feel, taste the whole body.
Yeah.
the
So
touches
is
is
there
something
anything you
great.
absolutely do not like about sex?
That I don't like about myself. Yeah. When it's over.
That's a good one.
So,
I don't like it to be
is there an act of sex that you don't like?
Just dry putty cat.
Well, I'm good now. my woman, we can be
I know. I mean,
I'm just
just
saying.
not even not now, but just like in particular. Like, is there anything
Oh,
that
in
you
particular.
don't like about sex, like overall? Like,
I
okay,
don't know.
so for me, I don't like being fingered. I hate that shit. I don't like it. It just don't feel right. I don't like it. Don't stick your fingers in my stuff. I don't like that. Like, you can rub the top, you can rub around it, but don't stick your fingers in it. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
okay. I'm about to say it could be a stimulant, but
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
yeah, I don't like that.
I never liked the over
Because I need to
dramatic.
check your fingernails and stuff first, because you just can't be
I
sticking.
keep my fingernails short on purpose.
Like, you can't just be sticking your fingers up there. That's a no go for me.
But I don't like the over dramatic, over stimulated. Like, bring it down a notch. Let's get on the same wavelength. Let's
What you
be
mean?
present together. Don't get to acting like we're in a movie.
She just screaming and just
Yeah,
like you
screaming
her.
like doing
Okay.
way too much
So
screaming.
you don't like the ooh ah
way
girls?
too much acting.
You like that one chord, like
Like,
Yeah.
he don't like the ooh
I
ah
know it's
girls,
gonna.
the ones that ooh ah. Like, you don't like the.
Yeah, like
I
I know it's gonna go through some emotions, but like what I always remember, especially when about pornos, is that it's a business and these are actors and actresses.
Right.
And when people try to play that out in real life, I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
Gotcha.
It's good, but it ain't that goddamn good. Let's be honest. You know, you ain't got to get to punching holes in the wall. You ain't got to choke me. You ain't got to slap me. You ain't got to do it ain't that, you know, we don't have to
You
go
break, you buy it, goddamn me. Don't break my head, boy. That shelf up there, hey, they got some good books up on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't break my head, boy.
Yeah, now we gonna go through emotions, and there's gonna be times during the experience where there's gonna be I'm taking you to Pound Town, goddamn it, we can get there. Yeah, we with no breaking feet.
What you said, cuz, oh, hey, don't break my, hey, look here, hey, was you gone? I got a sleeper that night.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was a situation where there was a bed that was broken, and we had to decide that we just gonna take the rails off, put the mattresses on the floor.
Hey, you can't break nothing on the floor.
Exactly.
You can't break nothing on the floor. So.
Well, if y'all in agreement with that shit, but hey, you going home, man. I still gotta, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no guarantee you coming back. That was my heathen days. Now I'm good.
That's crazy. So, Dirk, what about you? What is the one, like? Was there something that you don't like about sex?
Like I say, just dry, and then like don't just
dry.
I you know, like women fake giving head too. You know what I'm saying? They try
So you don't
to
like, so you don't like it when they
when
they
they
give it a salt and pepper grinder and they just spit on it and just kiss the
right when they try to
okay.
when they
Every
try to
woman has
jack you
ain't
out
done
more
it.
than just
Every woman has done it. I'm just saying, because some
I,
we don't feel like doing the shit.
I'm
We
just
just don't
saying,
feel like
but
it.
that's why.
I feel you. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, that part. That's why.
No, you better get on this.
Cause we all in together. You know what I'm saying? We all in.
I
We
get it.
all we got at this
I understand
moment.
what
You
you're
hear me?
saying, but
You've been good all day doing a whole bunch of shit for a whole bunch of people. Now all of a sudden I'm asking you for what Bernie Mac called a little extra special attention. And now you're gonna be lazy. Don't cheat me. Cheat everybody.
I'm like you, Wanda. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste our time. Don't waste that energy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like you.
Shit, I don't care about that.
feel
I don't
about
care.
I'll move that shit to the side.
How do y'all feel
Pubic
about
hair ain't
pubic
never
hair?
bothered me.
Just like the panties, that's all they just get moved to the side.
How do y'all feel about pubic hair?
Side.
Oh, we don't care. We just move that to the side like some panties.
You can't move pubic hair to the side. It's on the whole thing.
I'm moving it.
So y'all don't care if it's there.
I'm moving it. I'm just saying.
Then y'all coughing up hairballs like little cats.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Got that hacking of hairballs.
Hey,
I gotta go through the forest. I gotta go through the forest.
Oh my goodness.
It
right.
was worth it.
And not just a forest, a rainforest. You know what I'm saying? So if that thing tsunami like material, you do what you gotta do.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I had another question. Have y'all ever faked an orgasm?
Nah, I can never fake an orgasm.
Yes.
I ain't never
What?
fake an orgasm.
To get out of the situation.
Cause I mean,
How did she not know?
It
How
wasn't one
did
of
she
my
not
proudest
know?
moments. It wasn't.
I gotta get up out of there.
To
Oh
get
my
out of the
god.
situation.
So there okay, Zoe has faked an orgasm, Fad has faked an orgasm. Okay, so
I,
how does that work? Explain this to
Wow.
me.
I had gotten myself into a situation and position that I didn't know I didn't need to be
Okay.
in. And by the time I realized it, I was like, oh man. So I faked it. I was like,
You went through the motions, brother?
went through the motions.
Oh my
She was like,
god.
did you come? She's like, yeah.
She know you didn't.
Oh my god.
She know he did, and she gonna
This has
ask.
happened on more than one occasion.
Oh my god.
So yes, I have to get out of the situation. And she
I
was like,
think
well,
so.
where
I
it
mean, but
go?
I
I was
think
like,
that's
I don't
normal
know.
for a woman to be like, yeah. Like I think a lot more women fake it than men.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
unfortunately.
Going through.
Yeah, it is
Fine.
unfortunate, and it was you feel like if you faking it that it'll give them a boost of confidence, and then maybe they'll do better next time.
That's what it's called.
And sometimes it don't always work out that way, you know.
Yeah, like
I don't know. That always can happen to me afterwards. I'll be laying in bed like, bro, you supposed to be at home. You always then you look over and you be like, you're supposed to be at home with your, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
yeah,
saying. Well, one
It's
way you
not
can
even
know
an
she
ugly
faking
chick
it if
there,
she
but it
jump
was just
right.
something that it was just a spur of the moment type.
if
I
she
had a
jumps
lot of
right
different
up and be like,
experiences.
yeah, that was fun. I gotta
Yeah,
go. You know she
I,
faking
I
it.
I ain't
when
never faked nothing myself.
when I was stationed at Fort Riley, there were several different situations to where I figured out real quick I wasn't in the situation I should have been in, and I had to act it out to get out of the situation. And I was like, hey, I hope you enjoyed it and good job. I'll call you later.
Yeah, I think for
Gotta
me, I
go.
think I'm a little different than y'all because I'm a little ignorant and a
Oh,
lot more bold. Boom, I gotta go out to the car. You hear me? And then you just hear that much.
so okay, so you've left the sexual you've left the sexual interaction without getting your issue off.
But I went into, I can say I went into intercourse when I left the situation. Just felt bad for me. Whether I thought I was getting robbed or thinking it was just a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It
nah,
was a
I
pit in my
bruh.
cherry. I
Oh,
almost broke my bracket.
Before it's intercourse, if I'm in that thing, I'm going to the finish line.
okay. Nah, there's been times where the finish line
Oh,
was
you've never
worse.
faked
Like
it.
I ain't never faked it.
I'm out of this race.
You know when I'm, oh, yeah, okay, what you finna do?
Yeah,
Shit,
no.
G-Ball just gave me a text. You hear me? I'm gonna go. Hey. Well, I'm just saying, I was a different breed. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh my god.
I ain't faking nothing.
I have. I done get out like,
Do
I
y'all
messed
think
up.
a woman has ever faked an orgasm with y'all?
My ego wants to say no.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
But I know,
yeah.
yeah, like my whole life, I ain't always been on top of my game.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm
I would say,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, because in the beginning, y'all really don't know what y'all doing, and it is what it is. And it
For
may,
what?
like I said, it may feel good,
Because y'all don't communicate.
but we don't orgasm most of the time.
That's okay. You gotta figure out how to get your issue off.
I'm doing me.
That's crazy.
So hey, so even when like G, you talk about them guys. So even if I one of them guys, if you come talk about me, I done already had that. I've been there. What you talking about? You wasting your time. You bad rapping me? Hey, if you say do that, hey, ask the next chick. I don't care if I was a 2 minute nigga. Hey, oh, I done been around the world.
Say about this situation is maybe your homie wasn't handling his business the way he should have been.
Or maybe she was just an info.
Or maybe she was just for the streets and she liked the variety. It is what it is.
Right.
So
if she for the streets, she for the streets, and I don't see anything wrong with that. At least she know who she is.
It is what it is.
That part.
She likes what she likes.
And that's okay.
Figure you out.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure.
We're all
I'm sure there's been ladies like he ain't do what I thought was gonna happen. So yeah, I don't know if he gonna come back over.
I mean, most of the time the homies don't even care.
But I think a lot of they get caught up in like the intimacy aspect of it, because she can be. I want somebody to beat it up, and you beating it up, and then she still ain't happy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's still like its own preference and individual. Go ahead, cause
so we're all adults here, and you both have grown women who have cycles. Are y'all waiting for her to get off her cycle to smash, or y'all smashing through the cycle?
Oh wow.
Well, me being a married man, I get that. Look here, you better get yours before I come on. I get that conversation. You see what I'm saying? Like it's been happening like in like 3 to 7 hours or goddamn me a day or two. You see what I'm saying? So
because most phones, okay, we can all track it from our phones, and our phones normally let us know with like my phone says, "Hey, you're about to come on within the next 7 days."
Right.
And then it also tells you when your fertile days are. So if you're religious with tracking your stuff, because like I'm like at the end of my 30s, still trying to have a baby, so I gotta track my shit religiously.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm like, this is what's happening. This is what's going on.
Oh, we killed this.
So I'm just wondering, like me, like I don't know. So are y'all like, how do y'all feel about that?
About the cycle?
Yes.
I don't give a shit. It's gonna look like a murder scene. That's just me. I gotta have it. Hey, I'm one of them. Hey, I'm still a man. I ain't no man's little boy. I'm a grown ass man. You hear me? I'm a grown ass man. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah, I got my take on it.
All right. All right, Dirt, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Me personally.
Oh my God.
I'm as comfortable as she is.
Okay.
Right. So if she comfortable, we're getting after it. If she on, I am too. If she ain't comfortable, we're getting after it. Okay, well then there are other different places we can go. I still got to get an issue off.
Correct.
I still got this thing that's happening. I ain't dead yet. So we got to figure out another way to help me out here. Or as a grown ass man, I'll take care of it myself. You did. But if she comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it. You know, we'll put down a towel or two and we'll get after it. There's some things that won't happen. But at the end of the day,
Correct.
Y'all slapping them cheeks.
Hey, cheeks is getting clapped and slapped and smacked
Oh
all
my
day.
God.
You know,
Our girl Wanda, what it is.
Well, there was a saying that I learned a long time ago. If he can walk through mud, he can fuck through blood. So I'm like, hey, it makes sense to me. Like, but most of the time, I don't be feeling like it.
Right, right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
I'm like, just let me. I mean, let nature do its thing, and
I
I
was,
get back.
that was
I
my
get back
thing. I
to
was
work
gonna
within
ask you.
5 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you is
But
do women get
I
more?
still, I still like to be snuggled and cuddled and stuff like that. But
I was gonna ask if y'all hormones active
no, like
more
legit
during that
ass.
time.
No, we're like extra ass horny during that time. But it's just like, who finna clean up all this shit? Cause
Okay.
he don't. I'm not letting him touch my wash machine. Like, who finna clean up all this?
yeah. And so during that time, I can turn it down a notch, and I can be disciplined, and
I
I
mean,
can
I
be
just like
focused.
most of the time, like during that time, I just want to
Correct,
be
correct.
cuddled and held. Like, I
Yeah.
don't really feel like doing. I still want the intimacy. I just don't want the sexual act. You know?
Correct,
But
correct.
that's a little bit of an issue with us, because you can't get us, you can't flip that switch and put us on and expect us like not to commit to it. Something's
Yeah.
gotta happen.
You can't cuddle with me too long.
We can't cuddle hard. We gotta be a little separation, and
Yeah.
hey, we gotta sleep with our backs turned.
I'm legit ass clingy as fuck during that time. Like, I want to be up under you all the time. I literally want to like smell your sweat on your skin. Like, I need to be up under you. I don't know why. That's just how I am. And like when
Yeah.
we getting ready to go to bed, I'm pressed all up against you, and your arm has to be around me, and you got to be holding me, and I want to feel your breath on my neck, and then I'm good. Like, but if I'm not getting all of that, they're like, what's wrong with you? You don't want to touch me because I'm on my period. You ain't happy because I ain't bouncing on you. You know, that's how it is.
Because he done rolled over because he already know what time it is. I done cuddled too long. I done rubbed and grabbed on you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm.
So
That was foreplay. That's how we looking at it.
right, it ain't the worst thing. Continuing.
Cuddling should not, like, no. You should not be like, oh, if I'm holding you, I got to get my tip
But
off. It
nah,
shouldn't have to
but
be
for
like
4 days
that.
straight,
That's tough.
You
hey,
said what, Dirt?
for 4 days straight though,
Yes.
it gotta end at one point, cuz. Look
Why?
here, I'm just
Why?
gonna, I'm gonna pull the bed covers back and I'll be like, look, this is what you did. Cuddle time.
Something gotta happen.
That sounds pretty selfish.
After you done been cuddled for 4 days?
Yes. Literally in 2 days that we good.
All I'm saying is this dick ain't gonna suck itself.
That's very selfish of y'all to say. That is very selfish for you to
We know
say.
you outnumbered right now, but hey, we just speaking. I'm just speaking for me.
From a man's point of view, like
And
if
I
you
get it. I
really
hear
get us
you.
in this mood, like physical touch is
And
what
then,
we
like,
need as
okay, but for
men.
me, like, I'm purposely going to sleep and I got on like basketball shorts and a t-shirt, but I still want to be like held and cuddled.
We
You
know
know,
what you look like naked.
huh?
You see what I'm saying? As a man, we know what our spouse look like naked. Well, hey, that visual is that what they say. What's underneath? Don't. It's only in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, beauty is on in the eye of the beholder.
And don't show everything as a woman. When we married or we've been in a relationship for a long time, we
Yes.
already know what's underneath.
Now I'm gonna be patient. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Patience has an expiration date.
And the expiration date is 4 to 5 days.
Ish.
That's stupid. Y'all sound real stupid.
I'm just telling
That is
hey,
stupid.
telling y'all what it is. Want to know
That
the
is
truth about it.
stupid.
It's our mental state. Don't judge us.
I want to be
I'm
with my
just
woman.
saying.
I need to be satisfied by my woman.
5 to
Nobody
7,
else will
like
do.
what?
I
3
just
to
want
5
her.
days. Y'all can't wait 3 to 5 days.
We
I
can.
can,
Yeah, we can.
but it ain't no cuddling. It ain't no
No,
eye
you can't be
contact.
cuddled. I can't be cuddled because you. That's crazy.
Oh, it can still happen. Don't get me wrong. And we can still play the games and go through the motions. But again, patience has an expiration date. You know, and the closer to that expiration date, the more we trying to get after. So by the
So
time y'all
basically,
get off,
we got attitudes because we own, and y'all got attitudes because we own. So everybody in the fucking house got an attitude.
hey, that's why y'all
Unhappy
supposed to go to a whole
household.
nother house. Y'all supposed to go to a whole nother. As far as the Bible is concerned, that's what it says. Y'all supposed to go somewhere else.
Well, keep it under wraps.
That is crazy to me.
We
Like,
gotta get what we
and
gotta
like, I
get.
legit get an attitude. I like, why you not cuddling me? And then he be acting sleep.
All right, that's because he ain't pulled the
Like,
bed
I
covers
know you
back
not
one time and
sleep.
like,
I
this
know
is
you
what
not
happened.
sleep.
This is what's going on.
Like, I know you
I'll be
not
right back.
sleep.
That's how it goes sometimes, though.
Nah, I don't like that. And y'all need to get that shit together.
So how you feel about our whole conversation about sex? Like we
I
done
think
did
it's a
these.
pretty. I think it's a good conversation. It's a lot of dialogue. It's a. I understand. I feel like I understand the male's perspective a lot more than I did.
Right.
Um, y'all are very simple. It don't take much.
It's him.
All it takes is a gust of
And I
wind.
honestly feel like that we are a bit complicated as females
Yeah.
as far as everything goes sexually because we need it because we don't just need like y'all got one goal and that's to ejaculate. We want to make the whole thing feel good, so we need all of it. We need the foreplay, we need the
Gotcha.
kisses, we need the clitoral stimulation, and we also need the climax. We need all of it.
Mhm.
And all y'all need is a wet space, warmth, and that's it. Like it does not take much, and it's crazy.
Feed us
Doesn't
and please
please
us.
us.
That's it. Like it doesn't take much, and I feel like we complicate things a lot. Like we overthink it a lot.
That's all we look
Yeah,
at.
See,
we
that's what
sound
I'm saying. I wear basketball shorts during that time of the month. I got on long basketball shorts or some big ass baggy sweatpants. It's not like, yeah, I'm not trying to
but as
As
men,
men,
we
we
know.
know.
We know.
Yeah.
You know what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
So
So
it's
it's
still
still
hard.
hard.
I
I
like
like
our
our
conversation
conversation
about
about
sex.
sex.
yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, we'll do a 2.5 later on this week.
Yeah. Well,
2.5. Then we'll switch the conversation up.
yeah. Because this is very interesting. I think I'm gonna have some more questions that have not been answered. Because like I said, I didn't know that men fake orgasms. I didn't know I didn't even think I had a reason to because I
I
didn't
ain't
know
think
that
we
there was
faked it either.
I didn't know that there was a thing about bad coochie. I didn't know because I mean coochie's a coochie,
Oh,
and I see that now. I understand from talking to y'all that that's not the case. So I've learned a
No, not
lot
at
from this
all.
conversation, and and with our podcast, I continue to learn a lot from you guys. So I'm here for it.
As well as we do from you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because like we would have never got the true woman perspective because nobody hopped in the comment. Well, they put it in the comment, but they didn't hop in live and come in
Share
and
it out of
just
the goddamn box.
you know what I'm saying.
That's what we're here for.
So you showed us love and we learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, I
So
don't
let's
know, and
close it out.
and it seems like for us, like everybody that's been having this conversation, like we all say that we're pleasers. So we are not the type of people that just be like, because I ain't never had nobody complain about my shit, like nothing ever. Like I've always had callbacks. So I mean,
Gotcha.
All right.
So it is what
So-
it is.
We can let's just one time for one time. What got y'all after?
This whack ass snow day. Like what
Yeah.
the F, man? What the F?
I'm with you, cuz I
But
could have went in and made some money today. I was the
but
only one
y'all
out the
still
three of
had
us.
to pay me, dog. So it's all good.
That's what I'm saying. I was the only one out the three. You know what I'm saying? That thought I had to work today. Since
Yeah,
I didn't, oh wait, well I know you don't, but I ain't get paid today. I don't get paid for missing work.
See, now that sucks because it's not your
That's in
fault that they
construction.
miscommunicated the weather. Now, what if we wake up tomorrow, it's a damn blizzard outside? They got the days wrong. I'm gonna be
I don't get paid unless I show
Show
them work.
like, that's crazy. But yeah, I would be at the
You
beach
agree with one of
tomorrow.
what you got?
That's what got me upset today. Yeah.
I tell y'all what got me after. Something
What?
that a lot of American citizens don't take into consideration here. Our insurance companies play us.
I hate the end of the year.
Like, you got to straight up fight with the insurance companies to get proper care. You know, I'm seeing that with my mom that's in the hospital right now. And I'm ready to go, like, tick the jack with the insurance company as soon as I have to, because it's not good. So that's what got me here. And I'll
Yeah.
start talking. I'll break it down in different segments, episodes that we have later on,
What's up?
and how it all plays out. Insurance companies got me.
I hear you.
So final thoughts, Wanda. It's on you.
Okay, everybody, don't forget to brush your floss. Always, there's no traffic in your own lane ever. So just do you. Love everybody. That's it.
Yeah.
What you got, Dirk?
Be a better person tomorrow when you wake up. If you thought you was a better person today, be a better person. Be more what you thought you can be. Extend your hand to someone else that you wouldn't normally do. Make a phone call to somebody you wouldn't normally do. I want to thank y'all for coming to the local dugout. You know what I'm saying? Jig, me and him.
Same thing I say as always. Give everybody a little more grace, a little more mercy. That's about all I got.
That's it. Keep it short, cuz.
So, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank you all for coming out. God bless.
Good night.
Good night, good people.
One time for the one